mind if my dog just kind of investigates?
Hey, boy. Yeah, what's up?
What you got there?
What's up? No food, man.
I know. Oh.
You about good to go?
Yeah, whenever you want.
All right. I've just sort of tried to improvise, start with things like you people.
Yeah. It's like 3 minutes.
Then they come and go. Yeah, let's use it.
Solid. Have fun. Oh, hey, buddy, that's mine. How you doing? Very cool. Oh, man. How you been?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Looks like a very happy old man dog.
Then they come in waves that speak late. Yeah. Captain bodies,
Are you all giving out stamps?
Yeah, right here.
Right over here.
Random question for one of you guys. I am looking for my battery on my phone is almost dead. I'm looking for like a connector that goes into a cigarette lighter. Do you happen to know any place around here that sells that kind of thing?
You know, there's a gas station.
That might be.
Yeah, where's the Shell?
Yeah.
Where is it? It's on.
It's one block down. It's one block down from
Do you have a USB?
Michigan.
Michigan?
Do you have a USB?
No, it's a USB. It's the gold standard USB-A. It's the cable like that.
I got one of those in my car if you want.
Oh, if you got
Clear
master
about it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, we're done.
Appreciate it.
It's actually, yeah, if you want, we're right in that parking lot.
Okay, I'll follow you guys out. Thanks, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna say. Oh, it was touch.
Should be on the sides by now.
Hey, big buddy.
Alright, yeah, the artists are back. You can't run for sure.
Hey. Chris. Good to see you. You too. Remind me when you go on. Hey, boss. We'll be a little improvisational here, so we can it's a very huge crowd here.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
You're okay. Oh, hey, doggy. Hell yeah.
Used to just have a lot of Yeah, it was fine, but I told you. I just didn't want
Yeah, that's the latest. I was going to say chapter, but it's the first part of chapter
what do we have to do to get this Doesn't sound like much, but if you extend it out by the hour, it's pretty good.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
You'll probably know it.
What's that?
You'll be up and
Oh, you'll probably remember.
Big circuit.
I'll just show it to you.
That was pretty good.
He goes 3 times, right?
Yeah, well, you want to do it? All right.
Shoot every time.
Roughly.
We'll do whatever you say.
No, but that's also.
I'll cue you. I'll cue you. Let's wait until the crowd circulates.
Oh, at the front it was, but then it gets.
There's a little coffee shop next door has a bathroom on the right side. That's why I need to get a copy because I needed the bathroom. Yeah. We're gonna go eat something.
Yeah.
The graphic bio. You should take a look at that. They'll sign copies of it. It's fascinating. And we also have contributors to Chris's short form poetry pamphlet that's been around for decades called Spread. And this is speed readings by Chris Acosta?
Eric Acosta, everybody.
Acosta. So let's have a hand for Eric Acosta. Who's going to read it.
Oh, yeah.
You can pick up the Spread pamphlet right here.
What's up, everybody? I've like commandeered this space down here. If y'all would like to purchase one of my books or pictures or poems, that's all down there. I also run, it doesn't matter. We'll do the speech later if anyone's around for that. Setting the timer. Oh, man. Independent bookstore day for as long as they can happen, I guess. Y todas las noches en estos lugares vacíos, el gran pide, no hay tal cálido ni cálido, fuego del mundo, amor que busco está vacío. Anoche, cena discreta, en salón hablamos. De mucho pensado había Silvestre mantenerse, Terminando, caminamos en vano por la fría avenida para encontrar. The salon we talked over much dinner, Schrodinger waves and the cold, cold avenue. The talismans of worlds on fire bristle in their disintegration. Del cielo, de la mente, de la nube, la imagen se vuelve más clara porque la pelusa comienza a tener un significado. The signification of spirit is born within the sound of itself. The empty space of love. The idea that nothing's ever been there before. El puente ya no se cruza. That's 2 minutes, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, nice. No.
Very good.
Yeah.
You're on your
Thank you. Let's have another hand for Eric. That's why we call them speed readings. Feel free to shop and make sure to check out the Charles Bukowski book. Brand new today. Word to pamphlet spread, which you can pick up here, as well as that brand new second installment of Chuck and Chris's Charles Bukowski bio. So let's go ahead and have a hand for Eric.
Oh man, this is the first stop on my one-day Seattle tour, I guess Pacific Northwest tour. I'll be in Everett later on tonight at Artisan's Books, but I'll be much louder than I am now. The volume of store below so far, the awaiting temple, below these ways, far these ways, and that geolock, the chainmail space and letters as the body harbors space. As the traders harbor fugitives in closet, drawbridge, totems do hemorrhage, far this way, blustered field of soldier torn. Closet the game, man this way, hole brittled out the hubble, stronger is the space full with watching denseness slouches and the traces of wounds, the fourth square hatching. Chest full of coin, apartment that looked exploded. It can grab you, the sustainment itself, a mesh of worlds in full unholiness, the solid granted yourself in denial. This is the space of spiraled halls. This is the awakening of destination, the puddled lanterns of diplopia bulbs and windows of barriers called gangrene flexibility, the animal husk, less to the sarcophagi. It is a good day, but not a special day. That's probably close. Thanks.
All right. We'll be doing this periodically.
Ready for me?
Oh, yeah,
All right, here we go. Okay, thank you.
It's fitting spread.
I have friends.
Sage? Welcome everyone to Fantagraphics Bookstore and Independent Bookstore Day. It's not Amazon, it's Fantagraphics Bookstore, and we're celebrating the occasion with short readings by contributors to Spread, which is a long-running short-form poetry publication published by Chris Dusterhoff here. We also have Chris and Chuck signing their the new issue, the new installment of their Charles Bukowski graphic biography that we saw here first. So I want to introduce our next reader, reading a short piece. It's up ahead for Ellie. Ellie.
When I see a white station wagon, I think of you. You taste the green Japanese tea you made for me on those rainy days in your small warm kitchen. The way you look from the back, standing at the stove, shifting from one hip to the other, graceful as a dancer, and how we solve the world's problems in half a cup. When I see a white station wagon, I think of you. The flash of your silver barrette as we walked on a path down by the river, the end of summer, everything green and holy. We looked at the moving water, told me about some flower, and I saw the light around your body. When I see a white station wagon, I think of you asleep in the front seat as I drove that white car up the left coast. The tourist shops were open. I rolled down the window a little. Seagulls cried like violins, and you could smell the ocean. When I see white station wagons, I think of you, and I see them every day, every night, everywhere I go.
Very good. Thank you. So let's have another hand for Ellie. Short and sweet. We'll have readings periodically throughout the day, and I think Christy's up next.
Yeah, I love that too.
Independent Bookstore Day.
On the bench?
He could be. He's got a Rainier hat.
No, can you go find Chris?
I can look for him. Okay, I can grab it.
In the meantime, I bought it at my sink.
Welcome to Independent Bookstore Day at Fantagraphics Bookstore. We're celebrating with the debut of the second installment of the Charles Bukowski biography and short readings by contributors to the short form poetry pamphlet Spread that you can get here at the table for free. Once again, let's welcome Ellie. Ellie.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for the truth. I take my place in the light of those stark drooping roses in a wine bottle vase between the buried and me. Graceful as a gazelle, you move across the room and slay me with your braids. Poets have no answers, they only point things out. A snowflake falls on the mountain and begins its journey to the sea. Most suicides happen in the spring, and when you bend to help a child, you are taller. Now, as the moon slips off her robe, to not think about you is like trying to stop birds from flying over my roof. It is futile to try and put out your flames in my heart because you keep bringing wood. It's easy to forget things you don't need anymore, the cobwebby relationships and jealousies that tear your heart, the love you wasted on people who never loved you, in the meaninglessness of life, like monarch butterflies with no place to land, or elephants near extinction. I have no control. Watching my life go by as I fall through the system, it all seems steeped in cruelty that I cannot have you.
Very good. Thank you, and make sure we're celebrating with the release of the Charles Bukowski graphic bio by Chris and Chuck, making its debut appearance today, and we're hosting what we're calling speed readings from the long-running short-form poetry pamphlet Spread that's been published by Chris. So without further ado, let's welcome our next reader, Christy.
Jacob's breath. AIDS hitting the city didn't scare us, it terrified us. But instead of hiding, we were even more determined to live, to rebel harder in the underground world of the banal. Friends, co-workers, and relatives stopped calling, stopped working with us, stopped inviting us to dinner. They didn't want us to use their toilets, finger their books, or eat from their cutlery. They loved watching us dance, but from a distance. They didn't want to touch us lest they get it. I know the feeling of bare feet on damp grass after a rare spring rain. I know the feeling of twirling, my arms wide and open beneath a blossoming cherry tree. I know what it is to have danced on the edge of the fountain in Central Park, while the angel opened her arms and released flowing water, while the saxophone player folded melodies into the warm May twilight. I have been naked on a rooftop on 23rd and Steinway, dancing in the light of a perfect morning. He lies still. He no longer wants to talk. Jacob, whose perfect body has forsaken him, who once performed on the city's biggest stages, now lies with protruding cheekbones wrapped in thin flesh. Jacob, whose family disowned him, never having watched him leap across the marly floors of the finest theaters. Jacob, who loved so many until loving became like crossing a field of wildflowers and landmines. Jacob, whose eyes will close to the New York City skyline, and whose belongings they will put on the sidewalk because no one will want anything that's left behind. The garbage truck will take his clothes, his furniture, his writings, his artwork on a Tuesday. The Tuesday after Jacob's last breath joins the swirling dust in the room and drifts out the open window into the cloudless sky of a perfect day.
Maybe read another piece later.
Okay. Maybe.
All right. Thanks again, and be sure to check out the new graphic bio by these two wonderful artists. All right. Pamphlet spread. Chris and Chuck also have the second installment of their delightful Charles Bukowski graphic biography. Get here first. And let's welcome spread contributor David Post.
1991 paper route jump. I was flinging and flying on a running, driving paper route in Ballard at 4 a.m. At the top of a particular street, I'd stacked 3 rolled up papers under my left arm, raced downhill, slant left, throw the first one at the base of the door on the street's left side, dash diagonally right across the street to launch the next one onto a second floor porch, then diagonally left where I'd release the last one, hearing its solid smack as it hit. Then race back up the hill to my waiting car to zoom on. One day on the route, after throwing the first paper at the house on the left, I ran my downhill diagonal right, stopped, jumped from my left foot, bicycling in air, released the paper in a perfect trajectory up at the second floor porch, knowing without looking that it would land dead center, so without watching it drop, swiveled my head left, with the right foot coming down, prepared to plant and spring, lungs pulling in clear night air while taking that split second in. When my foot landed, I tore off left and down the street, 1991 paper route jump.
Thank you, David. And it's bookstore day, and we're celebrating by hosting what we're calling speed readings from the long-running short-form poetry pamphlet here by Chris Dusterhoff called Spread. And Chris and artist Chuck Baldock have a new graphic biography of Charles Bukowski. It's debuting here today for Independent Bookstore Day. And without further ado, I want to welcome Hamish Todd.
Hey, hello. The seagulls of Alcatraz don't have any fond or bitter memories. They're glad to have a rock to stand on to watch the city across the bay. They wanted it short.
Let's hear it. Be sure to check out that graphic biography. Is there one specific you're looking
Did you make a
for?
little friend, huh?
Me?
Yeah.